Man can't stand, you can't fight. A man can't breathe, you can't fight. A man can't see, you can't fight.
Extreme situations require extreme measures.
Cobra Kai is one of the most popular shows on Netflix at the moment. The series that spun off from The Karate Kid has been insanely popular ever since it came to Netflix. There are a lot of fans that follow it because of the nostalgia factor, but many new fans have started to love the show because of the action, the fun, and most of the karate. With so many things going down at the end of season 3, fans couldn't wait for a peek at the next season. Now we finally gotten a sneak peek of season 4, but Cobra Kai season 4's newly released trailer shocked fans, and here's why. Warning, spoilers ahead. Please remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and then subscribe to our channel. When you turn on the notifications, then you'll never miss a thing. Terry Silver. It's official that one of the worst bad guys from the Karate Kid franchise is coming back for the 4th season of Cobra Kai. He is the official owner of the Cobra Kai dojo and is completely evil and incredibly ruthless. And he's a former military buddy of John Kreese. Thomas Ian Griffith will reprise his role he played in Karate Kid 3. We kind of thought that might happen and kind of hoped it would. At the end of the season, we saw Kreese phoning someone mysterious to come out and help him. So many fans have been speculating that it would be this big bad that would be returning, but seeing him in the trailer was still a bit of a shock. But I must say that it's still pretty cool to see his return, and the best part might just be that he is sporting his signature ponytail. His presence is sure to up the action of the previous seasons even more, and the fans are in for an insanely wild ride. The Real Pain. The trailer has warned us that The Real Pain is only going to be starting now, and with the return of Terry Silver, we can be sure that this is going to be the worst or best season ever. He doesn't care what he needs to do in order to win. The trailer reminded us just how ruthless he really is. He's willing to fight dirty. His most famous quote plays in the trailer: "If a man can't stand, he can't fight. If a man can't breathe, he can't fight. If a man can't see, he can't fight." He doesn't mind hurting someone badly and intentionally to take them out of the fight and to ensure that he or his fighters win. You know he's scary. He's a scary person when he's the kind of guy that John Kreese decides to call in when he isn't sure if he's able to handle things going on. Kreese has done seriously messed up stuff in the movies and in the show, but Silver almost makes him look like the good guy in comparison. Things have gotten out of hand a few times during the show. Loads of teenagers have gotten seriously hurt, but now they'll face a bigger threat than they have ever faced before. And neither fans nor the characters can be completely prepared for what is coming next. Ooh. Daniel and Johnny Boeing. Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence have been enemies for decades, so fans were pretty skeptical when the two of them decided to declare a truce at the end of the last season. They just have so much history between them, and pretty much none of it is good. They've hurt each other countless times, bully each other, and really they just can't get along. So we really don't think that a truce is ever going to happen. Seeing the two of them come together and bowing down to each other in front of their students is, well, it was a pretty shocking moment, but at the same time it was pretty incredible too. I mean, these are two characters that we've grown to love. Each one of them is pretty awesome on their own, so it was special to see them finally decide to put their feelings aside for the good of their student. Could they become friends eventually? I'd love to see that. There are just so many bad guys walking around the valley. These two have very different backgrounds and methods of teaching, obviously, that they believe in, but in the end of the day, they're both good guys that want what is best for their student. And there is an added layer of enemies in common. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So it makes sense that the two of them need to work together. And if they're going to have any shot of defeating Kreese with Silver at his side, they're going to really need to band together and make the partnership work. Their students are looking for them for guidance, so I really hope that they're able to stick with it and not regress. If they start arguing, then everything could be lost and it's almost guaranteed that Kreese will win. Let's begin. A few months ago, the Cobra Kai Twitter account released some of the first photos from the set, and they gave us a glimpse at the new episodes. And I do mean just a glimpse. They gave us a picture of the script for the first episode of the new season. The title was Let's Begin, and these words were echoed in the trailer too. After Johnny and Daniel have bowed to their students and each other, they say, "Ready? Let's begin." So obviously that scene happened right at the start of the season in the very first episode. These words are set to ring in a new era, where Johnny and Daniel start to work together, and their united training is beginning. It's a powerful moment and one that is special to fans everywhere. Best fighting ever. The trailer was pretty laid back and there weren't any major action or fighting moments that were shown in the teaser. So that shocked many fans. It wasn't the typical trailer to this type of show, but they don't have to worry. There'll be plenty of incredible moments in season 4 of Cobra Kai. The trailer is doing a great job of creating a build up to the show. But according to Ralph Macchio, who plays Daniel LaRusso, this season might have the best fighting scenes ever. Previous seasons are going to be hard to beat. So if that is true, we can be sure that these scenes are going to be incredible. Have they started production? The great news is that the show has started filming, and And the even better news is that they have already finished the season 2. With all the restrictions in place, fans suspected that filming could be delayed or take much longer than it would in normal circumstances. But luckily for us, none of that was the case, and now they only need to finish the post-production edits and cuts to get the show ready for viewing. And this is a show that does most of its effects in real life and on set, so there aren't a lot of things to add to the show afterwards. Release date. So when will we get to see it? Much sooner than any of us expected, truthfully. We don't have a definitive date yet. But Netflix has announced that it will be during the last part of 2021 when their most popular shows are released. So anytime from October to around December would be the time frame that we can expect for the new season to drop. With the previous season, they even released the show an entire week before it was due to be released, surprising fans everywhere. They like to keep fans on their toes and guessing about the real date, but they also want to get the show out as soon as possible. So hopefully it will rather be in October than farther along into the rest of the year. Will the pandemic be worked into the new season? The trailer did leave us a bunch of questions that need answers, and this is one that some fans have been wondering about. With all the new regulations that productions face, it's easier for some shows to just include the pandemic into their storylines. So would this be happening in Cobra Kai 2? And how would that even work in a show all about fighting each other in close range? But the simple answer is no, the pandemic will not be included in this season. For a very simple reason. The show takes place in 2018-2019. So at that stage, we didn't even know about the COVID-19 virus yet. So it'd be kind of silly to include that one in the show. Besides, by the time they do reach 2020 in the show, hopefully the world has returned to sort of normal. Then it might be easier to completely ignore the pandemic and not to include it in the series at all. I don't really need any more pandemic content anyway. We live in it. All the feels. The trailer doesn't show the more romantic aspects of the show, but they have promised that those will be included in season 4 too. The love triangle between Samantha, Miguel, and Robbie is still alive and well, and is sure to be a big part of the next season too. Then we should be seeing more about Johnny's relationships in the next season too. As he grows as a person, he becomes a better guy to be in a relationship with. So hopefully he gets his chance to have love and to be in a stable relationship, but it's not his relationship with women that will be interesting to watch. His relationship with his son Robbie still needs a lot of work, so hopefully he gets to make things better this season. One thing that is for sure is that this season won't just be hard hitting when it comes to fights and battles, but it also promises to be hard hitting when it comes to emotions. Co-creator John Hurwitz has teased on Twitter that fans of the show need to get ready to laugh and to cry in season 4. Yup, it's gonna hit hard. All the creators have basically said they're working on radiating all emotions, but this season is just gonna be bigger and better than ever. We can't wait. Thanks for watching.